Welcome back to KPsKINGDOM, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make this amazing creamy cauliflower and ham soup. Pretty easy to do. Okay, first thing you're going to need is all of this stuff. There will be a full list of these ingredients at the end of the video. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we've got a nice big stock pot here. We're going to add in about 45 grams worth of butter, salted or unsalted. I'll leave that up to you. I just use salted, it's simpler. Alright, so we're just going to melt that down a little bit in a nice big stock pot. I'm going to add in 2 onions which I have diced, and look, you don't have to go too crazy on the dice, it's just a rough dice, this one, and they can just go in, and we're just going to brown those off, hope for them to go a little bit translucent, and maybe even take on just a little bit of colour. Alright, pretty simple sort of stuff this. Now, this is not a quick dish, so don't expect to make this in an hour. 2 cloves of garlic, whole, peeled, and just put them straight in, just like that. Don't worry about having to crush them or anything, just jam straight in. We've got 4 nice large potatoes which I've just given a rough dice. That's going in at the moment. As you can see, we have not added any liquid yet. Just keep stirring that through, and look, if it does stick to the bottom of the pot, don't worry, everything will take care of itself in the end. So just keep stirring that through from time to time. Just keep an eye on it at this particular stage. Okay, a nice good dash of salt. Alright, the potatoes need a little bit of salt for this, and a good dose of freshly ground black pepper to taste. Alright, I'll leave that up to you. Look, at least half a teaspoon's worth. Well, you just need a little bit of that pepper kick to this particular soup. Alright, as you can see, things are starting to stick a little bit to the bottom of the pot. I'm not worried about that at all, and this is a stainless steel pot, of course, but you can use whatever you like. I've got 1.6 kilo head of cauliflower that I've just given a rough break up. I've just given them a rough sort of, tear the florets off. Don't have to be particular with this, but try and make them sort of even sort of size at this point. That's the most important thing at this point. Okay, so everything's sort of cooking away in the bottom there. I've got 1 nice large meaty ham hock. Put that straight in over the top. Now I'm going to add in some liquid. I'm going to add in 2 liters worth of a salt reduced chicken stock. Alright, I know we've added salt and the ham hock is going to be salty. This will work out in the end, trust me. So 2 liters, just pre-bought. If you've got your own homemade stock, go for it, but I think a homemade stock would be wasted in this instance. Okay, so all those kiddies are in the pool at the moment. As you can see, things are starting to melt down. I've refilled one of those containers of stock, refilled it with some water and added that in, so a liter of water. A couple of bay leaves, they can go straight in as well. Okay, just like that, and we're basically going to leave this on low, and I'm going to let that just simmer away, and it'll take a fair bit of time. I'm going to leave that for at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 hours, or until the meat sort of looks like it's going to start coming away from the bone. I'm going to come in and just check the doneness of the cauliflower and the potato just from time to time, just to see how we are traveling. But this particular soup, yep, just let it simmer away on low, and you will see a bit of boilage every now and then. Don't worry about that, it's just the nature of the beast. It's basically just a bit of a simmer. Alright, so around about 4, 5, maybe even 6 hours later, we're going to take out our ham hock. The meat is already starting to fall off the bone. Absolutely magnificent. I'm going to let that meat cool down before I take all that meat off the bone for later on. I'm going to put our lid on, leave it cracked as a bit of a steam vent, and let things start to reduce a little bit. It's not going to reduce very quickly, but it will. I've turned the heat off, given that a good 15 minutes to come down to room temperature ish, and I'm just going to use my stick mixer, and all we're going to do now is start blitzing all those amazing vegetables and all that stock and flavor all together. If you haven't got a stick mixer, get one. They're really cheap. You can get them for sort of $20-30, and you make up some amazing sauces and soups. So just keep working that through until everything is completely blended, and we've already taken out those bay leaves. If you're asking, I'm going to add a little bit more salt. I've given that a bit of a taste test and it needed it, just a little dash, probably about a teaspoon or two, and we're going to add in more freshly ground black pepper. Keep tasting your soup from time to time. If it needs more salt, add it. If it doesn't need it, don't add it. Pretty simple sort of stuff. Heaps of black pepper for me. I like my soups a little bit peppery. I want to taste that pepper. Alright, so once again, we're going to give that a stir. As you can see, it's not a bad consistency at the moment. It's looking really creamy, but we haven't really got that sort of creaminess to this yet. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to get a spoon, check it, taste it, see how it's going, and if I need to adjust any more flavors, I can at this point. Look at that, it's looking absolutely beautiful at this point. Okay, I'm going to add in 600 milliliters, 1 pint of cream. That's going to go straight in as well. Give that one more blitz with the stick mixer. It's going to really thicken this or richen this soup up. It's going to be a cardiologist's dream, this particular soup. Alright, so we're just going to give that one more blitz through. I'm going to start reducing that down. You can already see the water line and how much I've reduced that down. Just let it simmer away, lid off. It will start to thicken up a little bit. Now it's time for us to serve up. Put your soup into a nice little soup bowl, just like that. I am putting a plate underneath in case things go awry. A little bit of our ham that we have already cooked off. We've just taken that off the bone and cut those into nice little chunks. That can go straight in, and I'm going to serve that up with some nice little pieces of some nice crusty bread that we can dunk in the soup and have that. Now this is purely optional. I love this. A little crumble of some Stilton cheese. It is going to give the soup a very funky flavor, and it just works. That blue cheese with that beautiful cauliflower and the ham, absolutely marriage made in heaven. Just a little bit, don't need a lot, and oh, how good does that look? Love to see you try and make this one at home, folks. It is great. Add your bread around the outside, and there you go. You've got KP's creamy cauliflower and ham soup. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence to make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get Name and KP's Kingdom out there. Leave a comment. I love reading, love responding to them. In the meantime, you want to learn how to make another really nice winter warmer just like this one, need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. Off to eat my creamy cauliflower and ham soup, and I will catch you next time. Bye.